You know that subtle frustration when you've invested in a great TV, maybe even upgraded your streaming plan, and the sound still feels like an afterthought? That disconnect is exactly where the Hisense AX5140Q steps in. This isn't about throwing random speakers into your room. It's for you if you care about balance. If you want clarity without harshness, power without distortion, depth without clutter. You're the kind of person who doesn't just want surround, you want structure. Intentional placement. Real dimension. Before you picture it in your setup, check the current price and availability. Systems that deliver full 5.1.4 performance don't always stay easy to grab. You probably noticed the issue during a scene that should have felt massive. The visuals exploded across the screen, but the sound stayed glued to the front. Dialogue got swallowed during action. Bass felt loose instead of controlled. You kept adjusting settings, but nothing truly fixed it. The first time you run the Hisense AX5140Q, everything aligns. With Dolby Atmos and DTS, sound doesn't just widen, it layers. Effects rise above you. Rear channels give you genuine depth instead of artificial echo. The wireless subwoofer locks in low frequencies so they feel grounded and tight, not messy. And because it's 5.1.4, movement across the room feels deliberate. You hear transitions. You feel placement. Once you experience that structured immersion, going back to a basic bar feels compressed. Movie nights become more cinematic because dialogue stays clean and centered no matter how intense the scene gets. Gaming feels sharper because spatial cues actually guide you. Music gains body because the system doesn't collapse complex tracks into one direction. Bluetooth 5.3 keeps streaming smooth and stable, without that washed-out wireless feel. Don't sit in decision limbo while stock shifts or prices fluctuate. If you already know your audio is the weakest part of your setup, waiting won't solve it. Maybe you're wondering if all those channels and modes will be overwhelming. They're not. Roku TV Ready keeps integration simple. HDMI ARC, Optical, USB, you're covered without juggling adapters. And the 7 EQ modes make tuning feel effortless. Here's what surprises most people. Even at moderate volume, the clarity holds. You don't need to push it hard to feel the room expand. There's something satisfying about owning a system that feels complete. Not flashy. Not chaotic. Just properly built. And every time you glance at smaller, cheaper options, you realize you'd be giving up height channels, rear presence, and real depth. The surround feels layered. The bass feels tight and confident. The dialogue feels precise. The movement feels natural. The entire space feels intentional. It's not ultra-compact. And yes, you'll need to position it thoughtfully. But that presence is exactly what creates impact. Eventually, you stop comparing feature lists and start choosing the experience you want every time you press play. Don't let this become another upgrade you postpone while settling for flat sound. Check the price. See if it's available. And if it is, build the kind of audio environment that actually matches your screen.